it comes to underage drinking, kids who drink before the age of 15 are 4 times more likely to have drinking problems as adults. That's just one of the reasons why SetTheRulesCT.org is on a mission to help parents understand the dangers of underage drinking and provide resources to keep their kids safe. Joining me now is Mary Kate Mason, the project manager at the Connecticut Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services. Mary Kate, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right, let's talk about how big of a problem underage drinking is in Connecticut.
First, I want to say that a lot of kids don't drink. I want to make sure I stress the positive first. But we know from student surveys that are administered in schools that up to 45% of 12 to 17-year-olds have had alcohol in the past 30 days.
Wow, that's shocking. 12? When does this start typically?
In Connecticut, the average age of first use is 13. That doesn't mean everyone's drinking at 13. That's the average. So sometimes they're drinking younger and sometimes they start drinking older.
Oh,
but that's really
schoolers.
young, 8th graders, right? Really little kids.
Now, does this vary from town to town? Is it one specific area?
You know, across Connecticut, it looks like the data is pretty even. Kids across Connecticut drink.
Why is this happening at such a young age?
I think New England states in particular, alcohol is part of our culture. It's very common to see alcohol advertising, adults drinking. There's a lot of access, so kids are doing what adults are doing.
Sure. And some of the other reasons you mentioned, they can get alcohol easily from friends or family.
We know the number one way kids get alcohol is from friends or family.
And liquor laws are not regularly enforced. People can go in there underage.
Yes, we do work on enforcement liquor laws, but there's a lot of ways kids can buy alcohol.
And I think sometimes teenagers might not realize there are risks associated with drinking.
Absolutely.
Health risks.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see, we see it in TV, we see it on commercials. Let's just talk about the social host law. I know that's something that can keep the parents responsible.
Exactly. A lot of times parents think that they're the cool parent if they have a party at their house. They take the keys so they feel like the kids are safe and there's no problems with allowing drinking. But in fact, now Connecticut has a social host law, which means anyone providing alcohol to underage persons can be held liable. They can be fined and even imprisoned.
Okay, and statewide, in addition to that, what else is being done?
Actually, we're doing a lot of efforts to make sure when we're talking about social hosting, we're not just talking about in your house. We're talking about on your property. So we're working with police departments across the state to make sure that they're looking for kids partying and enforcing. And we also work on funding liquor control to go out and check package stores and convenience stores, make sure they're not selling. I'm sorry. Grocery stores, make sure they're not selling.
What would you say to parents, maybe some advice if they think their teenager is starting to drink, go to parties, that type of thing?
Well, we know the number one reason, and kids have told us this, is that they don't drink because their parents have told them it's not allowed. So the best thing you can do, they do. You know, I know teenagers look like adults, but they're not adults. They still need limits and they still need rules, and when their parents are very clear with them, they listen. So that's the first thing you can do is say no early on, let them know alcohol is not safe for them, and make sure you know where they are and if alcohol is being served, where they are.
Set the rules from the start.
That's right.
All right, Mary Kate, we're out of time. Thank you so much for being here, but let's put some information up on the screen. You could see SetTheRulesCT.org, and of course we'll have more information over on WTNH.com. All right, stay with us. More Connecticut Style after the break. We'll be right back.